Good day, everybody. Brian here from quantlabsnet.com. Today I thought I'd make a video talking into the camera with no script. I'm going to try to keep it short. My second edition. Uh, you'll know that the format's different. I'm getting into the clipping world on social media. I'm quite surprised a lot of people on TikTok uh, talking about this stuff. I never thought that would happen, but what do I know? Anyways, let's talk about books, quant learning and programming. And now in the world of AI and this vibe coding thing, I want to give an opinion on where things are at. My journey started with Ernie Chan's original book that I bought and was like totally inspired with. Fortunately for me, and this is back in '08, where I reached out to him, said it was an amazing book, did kind of start my journey in this space. I've been at it for 14 years myself. And the thing is that Dr. Ernie Chan lived like pretty close to me, like 2 hours away. So I met him a couple times. He's a brilliant mind, and we conversed about technology and about what he does and da da da. And fortunately for him, which I'm kind of grateful for, I believe I was put in his second book as a part of the forward on technology, and the third book as well. I believe. I just can't remember. It's been that far back. And that's when I really valued books and what the books bring to the community back then, before everybody and their dog got into quant, became literally a basement quant. And then there's all the people out there claiming to know quant just because they watch a couple of YouTube videos. I have utmost respect to go out, people that go out and get a PhD and get into large investment banks. I mean, people to get to that level, they're pretty brilliant. Anyways, when it comes to the books now, where we're at with the AI and all the large language models out there for vibe coding, for me, I call it code generating because it started when I was working with MATLAB back in the day. It was literally called code generation. So that's stuck with me. It's the same stuff, really. But when it comes to books, I'm not sure if we really need them. I think what we need to focus on is when you have, like with LLMs, the prompts are where it's at. If you know how to prompt these LLMs in the right one, it can be an amazing experience, and the results can be quite amazing. And they can blow your mind, as I put out some videos. Um, so the thing is that with the results you get, it can be very advanced, and specifically in Python, especially. People want Python because it's easier for them to understand, which I get. It's easier for me to also work with Python. So when it comes to the book aspect, when you have that capability where you can generate really code into a runnable state, um, I think that in itself is quite transformative. Do we need books anymore? I don't think so. As long as you're willing to put the work into reverse engineer the code that's generated, or if you're generating, and yes, you can do this, where you can do things like uh, a quant idea with a actual set of formulas. I've tested it; it's amazing. The output, and it just when it comes back to is actually reverse engineering it, even if it's just playing quant with the math. You can also forecast stocks or whatever with these LLMs. I don't know how long that'll last, but it's not powerful. I've seen and generated LLMs or have LLMs generate code for FPGA boards as well. It's that advanced. Um, and the thing is, knowing how to generate the code, reverse engineer it, and be able to use it if you are going to do that in a production with live money attached to it, and be able to debug it when it crashes. You cannot sit here and tell me that you're going to learn programming just by vibe coding and the like, and just pumping out code, and then maybe attach uh, trading uh, broker code to it for your live trading piece for the order execution. I think that's going to be a recipe for disaster. So when it comes to that, what I would strongly suggest is you got to get yourself to a mastery level of whatever language, of C++ or Python. That seems to be the language's choice for this stuff. I've gone through extensive videos on job descriptions in the last few months. Those are primarily languages to focus on, and specifically in Linux as well. Shell programming, really, because a lot of firms use Linux. Uh, so those are the areas to focus on, being able to generate that. Uh, and when it comes to quant or mathematics, you can still apply trading ideas, apply a quant trading idea, and then generate code from it. That's how far it is. And again, you can use a book for the structure to learn it, but the books are hard to say. I mean, books are valuable for road mapping, for structure to learn that, and maybe go deep on the vibe coding. So essentially, I'm kind of mixed on the do you need books? It depends upon your level. If you're coming from ground zero, there's a lot of books out there putting out not great information, and it's just one ways persons of coding. Um, Usually, back in the day, people like even like myself that don't show live coding or live trading on their trading results, they usually don't post live trading results with what they put out because they're failing at trading. Um, so they go into the field and become a consultant, and at the same time they put out a book. Okay, I don't know if that's legitimate to call yourself a trader when you haven't shown any uh, valid trading record. I'm just as guilty as the rest of them, to be honest. Yes, I'm no lie there. And lately, I've been doing okay up until April with the Liberation Day and got slaughtered there. Anyways, back to the books. That's the number one standard you need to go after. Here, I'm just some random guy talking on the internet with opinions, and I've got a following. Um, but now with the AI, I didn't learn any books regarding what I've been really intensely learning about is options on futures, not options on stock or equity, but options on futures and futures themselves, and building out trading strategies, combining with arbitrage, hedging techniques, and other things that are never talked about in, we'll call it the retail trading space, because everyone wants a quick answer. Everybody wants the result right away and don't care about the mechanics of it. It's like getting into a car. All you care about is going from point A to point B, not caring how it's done. That's how it's been for a pretty long time now. But because I've done the futures and options, I put the work in to learn that, put the work in to know to go to great lengths, and then be able to leverage AI upon itself to be able to generate summary reports that I talked about and generate code for both C++ and Python. That didn't come from a book. That came from my ideas and what AI gave me. And hopefully people are willing to pay for that and learning and build up a private community out of that. That's all fine and good. That's the name of the game for me. But a lot of the people out there putting out books, because one of the reasons why I've never put out a book or try to get serious about it, is because I'm just not interested in using that as credibility. I've got a lot of videos now on YouTube, um, and I've blabbed a lot for, as I said, 14 years. So the books won't help me. Books may help beginners to lay down the foundation, but that's not the end all and be all when it comes to trading. Where the real trading comes in is spending the time and experimenting with code, the quant trading ideas, and namely the trading ideas, but not the styles of just trading off of charts and using technical analysis. That's they call that trading, but that's not trading of what major institutions are doing. If you want to get into these type of jobs, you got to learn the fundamentals. You got to learn a lot more, and namely in the futures and options space. So the books can help lay down the roadmap, but the the the, the nitty gritty of it is actually uh, playing around with code itself uh, and learning, and namely reverse engineering it and letting the thing blow up, debugging it, trying to optimize it, And then once you get a good trading idea and you're pretty confident with it, the next step is to put live money on it, small amounts, and scale up once it's consistently profitable. So those sort of experiences you will not get from a book. Okay. And books are good for, as I said, for foundation, but the AI now makes life a lot easier for both all aspects of the trading space, be it to learn about institutional level of strategies like arbitrage, hedging, and the like, and also you can go much deeper with that on top of the coding again and the quant with the math forms because math formulas have always been my biggest weakness. No matter what book I tried, if it's a research paper, couldn't figure it out. But thankfully, the AI has come along to help me learn that. So as long as you're playing around with the AI and not use crutches on your journey when it comes to trading and algo trading and trying to get into this, you got to learn how to build. I've also put out tips on there, building brand for yourself and all that to get the jobs that you want. But when it comes to this stuff, books can help lay down a foundation. Doesn't mean you're an expert. And again, that's where the LLMs and the AI stuff comes in. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to quantlabsnet.com and go over on the Learn tab. Get yourself a book that I put out last year on if you want to learn about C++ and the trading infrastructure, what is built out in a complete end-to-end of a high frequency trading firm. That's what the book is for, and it's totally free. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.